Hello, Side Nine. It's Candidate King here, or former Side Director King, whatever you want to call me, Californian King, whatever. I would like to making a statement today in regards to the previous controversies of the last couple of days. If you're unaware of what those are, I will read them out like this. The Site Deputy Director Brunswick, also known as Reptile, decided to leak some information on the regards of the HOS vote for their candidate for the upcoming June election. In said leak, there was some messages that were shown that appeared to maybe lean the viewer into thinking that the HOS voted to rig the vote, basically. They basically wanted to pick a nominee that would lose. The best case of this is Simon Hatfield asking which candidate is most likely to lose, and then getting a response as Ainsley, and then he would proceed to then vote for Ainsley. And then I think the second closest thing you get is Site Director Farlow, basically saying that you would have King supporters vote for the worst candidate. With this prompted multiple news sources, as well as now just today, Alpha One, to investigate on such report. Anything that's actually been found yet? The original statement from Site Deputy Director Brunswick tried to freeze the powers of Simon Hatfield and my running mate, IA Director Nate, as well as investigate on them. He dropped the freezing of their powers after Farlow told him to stop, and then eventually the trial and everything else after that soon afterwards. Some news reports did some articles and interest in terms of what exactly happened, statements and stuff like that. And then we now have the Alpha One investigation, which came to a conclusion of the two following things. Site Deputy Director Brunswick did not leak any information, which I'm not so sure about that one. And then the second thing, that IA Director Nate is not guilty of treason, which would be trying to or fail to nominate a proper nominee or something along the lines of that. I don't remember the exact line, but rather disorderly conduct. I don't know what the disorderly conduct is directly reported on. I'm going to guess it's something along the lines of Nate being a little jokingly, having some joking comments in the leaked messages, but that is basically it. Nate was not removed from position, nothing else. It's basically a lot of rumors and a lot of just guessing what could have been or what could be, as well as theories on past elections and stuff like that. And I'm here to clear the air on some things. I talked with Nate before this even became a thing and after, and we both share the same opinion that elections should be fair. They should have the closest nominees possible, so you have the closest vote, basically the most amount of friction possible, the most amount of interest, a little bit of drama in there so things get a little interesting, and all that good stuff, instead of having these large landslides where we've seen in the past. Best case of this was in December when Grape went against Juan. I've also personally attended to this when I'm able to help the HOS pick candidates and stuff like that. This was when I was site director. I helped Bard. I made sure that he got into the election process, and he was actually a great candidate. Him and Gaines fought it out, and it was one of the closest elections in recent history because of that. And I helped illustrate that in the best way I could. Now, obviously, when I hear these reports of Nate or Hatfield, and even involving myself in this election, trying to rig the election, it's really hard not to just laugh and say, oh yeah, this is really fucking funny because a Reptile decided to power trip, leak some dumbass shit from, they were dumbass comments, don't get me wrong, but they're used in a bad context of just like how jokingly the HOS are talking most of the time. I know all these people. I talk to all these people all the time, and they're very joking people. They're very sarcastic. So, yeah, that's basically that. If you're still wondering, did they purposely rig the election? There's this grand conspiracy theory. No. I know Nate. I literally talked to him. The whole reason he voted for Ainsley is because he likes Ainsley. Even though Ainsley hasn't been like the greatest person, he literally killed people with his Alpha One. Like I was I was involved in that protest where that happened, that whole controversy. We still like him as a person, and he still has good ideas and morals. But obviously, he's gone off the deep end sometimes. But that doesn't make us change our minds on who they are as a person. So that's why Nate voted for Ainsley then. And obviously, they had Justice as backup instead of Autumn. Autumn was originally running with King, which would have been a really interesting thing. King versus King, and then Autumn, mixed in there as well. But that's just the way the dice roll sometimes. Is you don't get these clear-cut choices where there is a great candidate and they're going to go for that person. There's usually 2 or 3 choices that are like make you really question who's the best candidate. And at the end of the day, they picked Ainsley, and then Ainsley decided to back out because they thought that they were literally trying to rig the vote, even though they just like Ainsley as a person. Why he even stayed as long as he was in SA, and then it was short time in research coordinator. That's the whole thing. Yeah. Basically that happened, and then Ainsley pulled out, and then they decided to go with Justice, which is probably a better popular vote thing because Justice is very popular with security right now, and he's a pretty cool guy to talk to. But that was their choice to make. It's called an HOS nominee for a reason. It's their pick. It's not like they're trying to throw the vote. It's because they have their own opinions. Nate has his own opinion. Hatfield has his own opinion. I don't know if he actually jokingly didn't care about throwing the nomination, that being the Duar, or if he literally just joked about it because Ainsley had done the stuff he had done in the past, but he still only wanted to vote. I don't know. But what I do know is Nate wouldn't throw the vote for us. He would want to make it interesting, and I sure wouldn't either. And I don't know why this whole thing has gone as far as it has. It's over drama bullshit. I'm gonna be real with you. I talked with Farlow. He and Reptile wanted to create a bunch of drama at the end of their term to spice things up, but it's gone too far. And yeah, it's just slander at this point. That was started by Reptile, basically, and now it's led to actual defamation, which is just ruining people's reputations. So that's my statement on the matter. Anyway, have a great day, Scio9, and I'll see you in the upcoming election. Vote for who you want, not what you think they are based on rumors. Have a great day.